Apatzingán has often been called the stronghold of the Knights Templar, but when the vigilantes finally launched their assault on the city, they were met with no resistance. The ease with which they entered Apatzingán was thanks in large part to the support they received from federal forces. Dozens of armoured vehicles carrying hundreds of federal police and troops backed the self-defence groups and took control of the main square. The joint offensive came after the government entered a pact with the vigilante leaders last month to work together against the Knights Templar. The vigilantes and the authorities then manned roadblocks around the city and made house-to-house searches looking for members of the drug gang. The vigilante leaders say a number of important local cartel members were detained. Although taking the city may have been relatively easy, it is an important step for the vigilantes, both symbolically and strategically. The Knights Templar have been weakened in recent weeks, and the loss of what is considered their centre of operations will only reduce their power further. But the cartel is far from a spent force. Earlier this week, at least 20 bodies were discovered in a mass grave in a village outside Apatzingán. The dead were believed to be victims of the cartel. On the same day, 4 severed heads were left in a nearby community in what was thought to be an act of revenge and a stark warning from the Knights Templar. If the vigilantes have indeed managed to drive the cartel out of Apatzingán, they will have to first ensure they can hold on to it. From there, they are expected to try to push into the mountains and hillsides of Tierra Caliente to round up the remaining cartel members. That may yet prove to be the most difficult test. Will Grant, BBC News, Mexico.